Good morning, students. Myself UK Singh, science teacher at ISL Mondri Dhanbad. Okay, today we will going to start a new chapter called conservation of plants and animals. So plants and animals are very important for our biosphere, that is earth. Okay, they maintain ecological balance of our earth. Okay, they give us oxygen and other necessary products required by us in day-to-day life. Okay, so what is the potential threat to plants and also animals? That is deforestation. Now let us try to understand what actually is deforestation. So deforestation basically is cutting of trees, cutting of plants and trees for various purposes like human inhabitations, by building houses, building dams, okay, building industries, roads and other infrastructural projects. Okay, so we actually, the forest deforestation is occurring in order to acquire land and also to obtain certain products such as wood and other useful products from the forest. Okay, so deforestation is basically due to increasing population. Okay, so deforestation has caused many harmful effects. Okay, and what are the consequences, or you can say repercussions, of deforestation? Let us try to understand. So deforestation is actually causing lot of damage to the environment. How come? Let us try to understand. We all know that plant produce its own food by the process of photosynthesis, which has been used by the underlying trophic levels, that is herbivorous, carnivorous, top carnivorous. Okay, now if plants are being cut, okay, what will happen? It will not undergo photosynthesis, as a result of which the amount of carbon dioxide that is supposed to be fixed by plants will not be fixed, and as a result of which oxygen will not be produced. So there will be scarcity of oxygen. Okay, also the carbon dioxide that is need to be absorbed by the plant will be less, as a result of which the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere will increase. Okay, although carbon dioxide is not considered as pollutant, but in increased amount it is considered as pollutant. Why? Because it is also a greenhouse gas. Okay, it will absorb sun, the what you can say basically the infrared radiation from the suns, and causing heating of the earth. Okay, which is known as global warming. Global warming has many consequences, which includes melting of polar ice caps, glaciers, which causes increase in the level of seawater. Okay, as a result of which the coastal areas and the small island are at a verge of submergence. Okay, so this is the potential threats. Now forest also uh, prevent soil erosion, simply because the root binds to the and anchors the soil, and it basically save the top layer of soil, which is actually the soil which is very much useful for vegetation, which consists of humus. Humus is actually a nutritive layer over the surface of the soil. Okay, so cutting a forest also causes soil erosion. Okay, forest also attracts rain because the huge amount of transpiration caused by the forest, okay, attracts rains over a area, over a particular area or region. But due to deforestation, the rain will be lesser. Okay, now let us discuss some other threats such as drought. So you have already studied in class 7 that forest basically absorb water. Okay, and it prevents droughts, or may it prevent droughts, or it just what you can say lessen the intensity of drought. Okay, so drought is basically caused due to low water content. Okay, the less rainfall. As we all know that uh, trees plants and trees in the forest transpire, and large amount of water vapors are lost into the environment. okay, as a result of which attracts rains. Okay, so drought is basically less rainfall in a particular area. Okay, now another important term is flood, which is brought about flood, which causes lots of damage. Okay, so as we already studied in class 7 that forest absorb lots of water. Okay, so it prevents floods, or it just what you can say, reduces the intensity of flood. Okay, so for both drought and flood, forests are useful in assuaging it or decreasing its intensity. Okay, so deforestation at a mass level may also cause deforestation, because less rainfall in a larger amount cause desertification. I beg your pardon, it is desertification. So mass level of cutting of trees will cause desertification. Okay, so these are some of the consequences or repercussions that are caused by deforestation. Now, what is the need of the hour? The need of hour is conservation of forest and wildlife. How can we conserve forest and wildlife? Okay, so basically conservation of forest and wildlife is very important, and every country in the globe are cautious about it. So as a result of which conserve areas in forest are built, which are named as sanctuary, national park and biosphere reserve. These all are the protected forest. Okay, sanctuary, national park and biosphere reserve are the same with few differences. So it is basically a protected area. So now we move from sanctuary, national park and biosphere reserve. The level of, you can say, the level of restrictions will increase as we move from sanctuary, national park and biosphere reserve. Okay, so there will be less restriction in sanctuary. Okay, for example, it will be open for tourists, and the outside areas can be used by the native people, tribals and villages. In national park there will be less, there will be more restriction to that, and biosphere reserve there will be the highest restriction. No such anthropogenic activity will be allowed around biosphere reserve. So all these three things are similar, that these are protected regions. Okay, in which there is a what you can say, rule of law. Okay, any intrusion, any kind of deforestation, cutting of trees or poaching is strictly prohibited. Okay, and there is a provision in law to punish those offenses, and there is a system in place like forest stations, which consist of forest rangers and forest officer, who are basically supposed to filter this. Okay, so in order to what you can say, stop deforestation, these areas have been built. Okay, so these are some areas. Now there are different in our state also there are different biosphere reserve, sanctuary and national park and biosphere reserve. So you all need to search which kind of biosphere reserve, wildlife sanctuary or national park is present in our state, and which are the particular species which have been conserved there. Thank you. We will meet in the next class. Anyone having any sort of doubt, you can feel through you can just ask through my YouTube channel. Okay, or direct through my YouTube channel. Okay, or directly through the group. Okay, the group will be open for a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes for your queries. Thank you.